Hello, everybody.
Hello, Miss Gina.
How are you today? I have a confession to make to start this class off. I did start 33 Touch, and I did know a little bit about the marketing, but I really dove in last night to this program, and it is amazing. It is so easy to set people up for your contacts for 33 Touch and your 7x7. There's brochures, there's listing flyers, there's so many cool things, and they're so easy to do. And the cool thing about it is you can sit, at home and put the flyer together, come in here and just open it back up because it's web-based and print it out here. So it's not like you need to have the programs moving from place to place. It's online, so you can start it and it will save it forever. You can put all your information and go back into something and then just update like the property, the house, and information about the listing. Really, really easy program. So we're gonna start up here with the eEdge scroll bar. And what I just want to bring to your attention, because a lot of things, the information is pulled from your website as far as your telephone number and your email address and those kind of things. So you want to make sure that your website is set up. And I'm just going to go over that very briefly so you can remember where that information is. If you go into marketing and manage your eEdge website, when you go into your profile information, this information in here is where everything is pulling from for all your flyers and your emails and everything that goes through the eEdge marketing system. So you want to go in here and make sure that all that information is correct by clicking edit down the bottom and going in and making your changes. And then when you're finished, clicking save. So it does save all your updates. Okay, so now I'm going into my favorite part of eEdge, the marketing tab. So we're going to marketing, market me. Okay, and I'm going to, you can just follow along by watching, and then you'll be able to go in once you get your password all set up. So we're going to go right into here, and we're going to create some marketing. And it opens up this really cool world. There are sections in here, just so you're aware, that are called Pro only, and they're an upgrade to the Pro package. But everything on this side, everyone has access to with the eEdge system. You have the 12 Direct, you have an 8x8 campaign for buyers and sellers, your 33 Touch. There's listing and pre-listing presentations, which are really cool, I'll get into. There's postcards, and there's flyers, property flyers and open house flyers in there. So the first thing you want to do when you're setting it up is go to the Profile tab, which is on the very top. Everybody see the profile? Are you okay, Sally?
I was asking her, what does
Vivamus, no, that's just probably
Vivamus no nummy?
on the flyer thing.
It's on the flyer at the very bottom.
See it?
Flyer.
Look at it.
And they
Vivamus.
just put like,
Oh, it's just a placeholder.
yeah, they're international, so you're gonna see all different languages.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just like, what is that?
That sounds
Okay.
like something a toddler would make up.
So we want to go to the Profile tab first, because we want to make, because once you put this in here once, it'll pull everything from what you enter. So we want to go into the contact information, which is going to be pulling from your website. So you can't access this stuff and change it, but you can see what's going to be in there. If you need to change this, you need to go back to that tab I just showed you that's in the website on the profile. But just so you know what's going to pop up on all your marketing materials. Then we want to go into the office information.
Can I ask a real quick question?
Sure.
The email, kwrealty.com, is that just the eEdge
That's
email
just
address?
the eEdge, and that's a separate email address you need to go in that's going to pull leads from your website.
But you can change that if you want to.
You can.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so the office information, same thing. You can't change it in here, but that's going to pull from your website as well. But just so you can look it over to make sure this is going to print correctly on your card or whatever marketing material that you do. The logo. Now in here, there's actually a bunch of logos you can choose from, but we also have the Keller Williams Realty Group logo, which I had to actually upload. So you would upload the image.
Where is that? Is that in the P drive?
I believe I have it on the P drive underneath eEdge. Let me, you know what, let me just pull right now. I'm gonna actually copy this whole file into there. Copy. Okay, it's now on the P drive. All those logos are on the P drive under eEdge. And I have that as the eEdge KW logo. That's because it has to be a certain amount, certain dimensions, widths, and certain dots per inch. So it's all set up correctly to work. So you just open that up, and once it pulls that file, you click the upload button. And just so you know, for some reason, these are faded out. I don't know if that's a programming thing, but they're faded out on my screen here. They do work, so just click it and it will pull it up. There's a cropping mechanism for cropping that logo. I'm gonna skip it because I don't wanna crop it to keep it that whole dimension. And then I'm gonna make sure I click that button that it saves it. And then once I pick my logo, I'm gonna click save down the bottom. So that's for the logo. Then we want to go into the photo. Now, even though you uploaded your photo into your profile, you still need to upload it into here as well. So you're going to click your upload image. You're going to find your image and then click upload. So upload your photo as well. I just want to show you real quick because it does crop. There's a cropping tool on that as well because there are certain dimensions for that. So we'll open my picture up and I'm going to upload. And then this you can't make wider, or you can make it narrow, but it makes it smaller as you see when it pulls it around. So you can kind of move back and forth and center it. And then you can hit the crop image. And that will put that photo in there. And then when you're finished, don't forget on every page to hit the save button.
Mine's taking forever to upload.
Yeah.
And creeping ever so slowly. Also, so just
Now just so you know, there's a postal, is that Indicia? I think it's Indicia. That's basically if you are working with the post office and they have a certain little postal print that you put on all your marketing pieces to mail out, you can actually upload that on here and it'll print it on your marketing pieces for you. Just so you're aware of that. And there's a preference tab as well. And the preference tab is just what screens you want to see when you actually log on to this section, the splash screen. I just kept it on. I'm thinking this is going to have a lot more on this page, but right now it's just kind of basic. So once you have...
too far ahead, mine's still uploading.
Still uploading? Okay.
Yeah, my picture's still uploading.
It's probably a large photo. That's probably why.
Oh, should I do the other one that's smaller?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Once your profile is set up,
Oh, no, there it is.
got it? Once your profile is set up, you don't need to go back and ever touch it again. It's pretty much there. All your numbers are in place and it'll automatically print and everything that you do inside of here. You okay, Sal?
Yep.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to the Design Center.
Dun, dun, dun.
It just sounds like fun.
It is.
Mhm.
Okay, now inside the Design Center, to explain what's going on in here, this is the portfolio, and what that does is even if you go in there and you start working on, say, a flyer, and you type the property address of the flyer, and all of a sudden the phone rings and you're on the phone with a client for a half hour and now it's time to leave, it'll save whatever you do, and you don't even have to hit a save button. It just has this memory of its own. So like last night when my internet crashed because my son was playing his video games, it still saved the last thing that I did. So when I came back on again, it kind of left off where I left off. So the portfolio just keeps track of everything you've done, and once you do it, it's in there, which is great because if you set up a property flyer and you have all your information how you want it, and you just have to put in a new photo and some different information for a different listing, the information will always be in there. You kind of just start listing the property flyers by their address names. The design gallery. Now here's where we're going to start, and I guess we will start with Market My Listings, which is the top one. So what you want to do is click on the button, and it kind of tells you what's inside there. So there are some flyers, there's 6 flyers, so we'll just start with a flyer. and they're very pretty. So the flyer will open up, and when you scroll down the page, you can pick which flyer you want to work with. So let's see, I'm going to start out with, let's do this one. So all I would do is select. This is so easy, it's like so cool. Okay, and then I can name that project. I'm going to name this 414 Windy Hill Road.
Which one did you choose?
Oh.
Okay.
Windy Hill Road, okay? So we just, oh, it's not spelled right. Okay, so we list it. Then down here, the subject folder, let's select what we're putting in here. This is actually a property flyer. So I already have some folders I made, but if I wanted to make a new folder, I just type it in down here, it will automatically save it for me. But if I have just one section where I have my property flyers, I can just click on property flyer, so it'll keep that inside that folder.
Was there one for open houses?
I don't think I put one in, but all you have to do is come down here and type in open houses.
Okay.
So I'll just pretend this is an open house for now so I can show you. We'll do open house. And then you always want to make sure you have include the equal housing opportunity logo. So make sure that's always checked on. And then we hit the next button. It's processing. Okay, so now we're ready to set up our flyer. Now, just so you know, this little scroll button, when I was working on it originally, it was over here, which made this little house very small for me to see. It's very easy to make it larger to see what you're working on. And it makes that photo larger so you can kind of see. Because the way that these are lined up, for instance, when I go through, you'll see like this says photo 1, on this side it's going to say photo 1. This says headline 1, on this side it's going to say headline 1. So you kind of know where the information is going to go in. Now, it's pulling some of the information already, so it has my name already pulled in, the brokerage name, the title, which I'm going to call it 414 Windy Hill. It has my telephone numbers already in here, and my email address, so it's pulling all this stuff for me already. Down here, there's a secondary agent name, so if you have another agent you're working with, you want to put their name in here. That I'm going to take out because it will have an end in between. So I fill out the information, and then I just hit next. Okay, now my photo is going to automatically pop up, so I know that's going to be in there, and that's going to appear, if you look down here, it says Agent 1, Photo 1, Photo 1. That's where that photo is going to go, right down in here. So we're going to hit next to go to the next page. Okay, now we have photo 1 for the photos. This is going to match up to this photo. So what I'm going to do is upload an image, and I have some images that I saved last night. Let's see, under eEdge. I have this suburban house photo. So we'll open that up, and then we'll upload it. Now as you're working, and the same thing here, it's to keep it in dimension so it all looks nice and pretty when you're done. You can't really make this stuff wider. Like, it's going to stay in proportion when you have these little crop buttons. So we're just going to crop it so it stays in proportion for that flyer. Now you're not going to see it on here immediately. This is just your template to let you know where you're putting things in. Photo 2, so that would be here. So I'm going to upload another image to photo 2. Cool kitchen I found. And we'll upload that. First we're going to crop it.
Do you have to crop it?
It's going to give you a certain dimension so that it fits properly
So
into the
if
flyer.
it fits in the box that's like wiggling, that's the one that I like.
Yep.
Just hit skip and I'm good?
No, not skip. You want to hit crop. You make sure it's cropped. Otherwise, it's going to be like you're going to have black space. It's not going to look pretty.
I'm getting it.
So I'm going to upload the third image. And I have the school TV picture. And I'll crop that one as well. Okay, so I have all of my images in here. So I'm going to hit next again. And it literally is going to take you step by step by step.